we good on this so far? We're good? Okay. All right. So now we go into the responses. Because in the ba, when you say, are you going out? Are we leaving? Is he eating? So it's either yes or no. For now, we'll focus on the yes or no. Okay, because there's also a response. Maybe he's going out. Maybe he's not going out. So here the question is, aalis ka na ba mamayang umaga? So you guys, anybody remembers what this is in English?
Are you?
Yeah, go ahead.
Are you leaving? Oh wait, are you leaving now? No.
Mamayang umaga.
Later this morning.
Yes, yes. Are you going to be leaving already later this morning? Mamayang umaga. So when we the format for yes is oo action pronoun. Oo action pronoun. So oo aalis ako, and then you have there the time of day. Can either in answering the time of days. Remember when we said in the declarative, the time of day can either be in the front or the back, right? You remember that? But here, when you respond to a question, the time of day will have to be at the back, because the first one is going to be the yes. Yes, I am leaving tomorrow morning. That is sometimes, but very rare. You say tomorrow morning, yes, I am leaving. But of course, the proper format would be to answer yes or no before you say what time. So there you go. This is the format for a yes answer. Yes, action pronoun. Okay. Oo, action pronoun. For the hindi, can you hear her? All right, sweetie. We have to be quiet. All right. So for the hindi format, this is where it goes differently. Hindi na ako aalis. What is the difference in oo and hindi? What do you think is the difference in the format?
Where the verb is in relation to the pronoun.
Yeah, so it's the verb, yes. In the yes, you have the verb head. In the no, you have the verb after the pronoun, right? So you say, aalis ka na ba mamayang gabi? Hindi na ako aalis mamayang gabi. If it's yes, oo, aalis na ako, right? So that's the only difference in the yes, no in format one, okay? So go ahead. I'm gonna ask you this question. Nag-text ba kayo kanina? How do you answer that? Now, take note, when you answer this, you have to take note of the change in the pronoun, right? I'm asking you, what pronoun are you going to use when you answer it? Me asking you, am I included in the action? No. So therefore, you're going to respond with the correct pronoun. So, I'm going to ask it again. Nag-text ba kayo kanina? How do you answer in oo? You want to try, Mary Jane? Nag-text ba kayo kanina?
Oo, nag-text kami kanina.
Perfect. Perfect. Did you get that? Oo, nag-text kami. How do you say it with the negative? Hindi. Want to try it, Sophie? Hindi.
Hindi na kami nag-text
Kanina.
kanina.
Yes. Hindi na kami nag-text kanina. Good. And you made that emphasis. You added the na because you wanted to emphasize. We did not text anymore. But you could also, because it didn't have any na here, you could also answer it, hindi kami nag-text kanina. But you made it more emphatic. Hindi na kami nag-text kanina. Very good. Very good. So, how about responding to this? Umalis pa ako kanina. Umalis ba ako kanina? How would you respond to that? Umalis ba ako kanina? Go ahead, Mary Jane. How would you answer this?
Oo, umuwi ka kanina.
Oo, umalis ka kanina. And how do you answer with hindi, Sophie?
Hindi. Hindi ka na umalis kanina.
So, yes, hindi ka na umalis kanina. Okay, very good. Okay. All right. So that's in format 1. Okay, in format 1. Let's go to, and there you go. Those are the correct responses. Umalis ba ako kanina? Oo, umalis ka kanina. Hindi ka umalis kanina. Okay. Good. Very good. So now in format 2, just to go over format 2. Aalis ka na ba mamayang umaga? Notice that the question can be in any format. All right. The questioning is in format 1. Aalis ka na ba mamayang umaga? But the response can be in format 2. Okay. So, oo. You notice the I, okay? And in both oo and hindi, ako ay aalis, ako ay hindi aalis. So the hindi is only added, okay? Look at the difference. Unlike in format 1, you have the changing of the pronoun and the action. But here in format 2, you always have the ako. Oo, ako ay aalis na mamayang umaga. It's like just a declarative, right? But if it's hindi, all you have to do is add the hindi. Ako ay hindi aalis. So hindi is put in front of the action. Okay. Aalis ba sila? Aalis ba kami? Aalis ba tayo? Right? So again, in format 2, all you have to do is add the hindi. So let's see. All right. See if you can answer this in format 2. Kumanta ba kami kahapon? Kumanta ba kami kahapon? So that is in format 1 question. So how do you answer in format 2? And of course, there's the change in the pronoun. You want to try, Sophie?
Oo.
You start with the pronoun.
Oo, ako ay kumanta kahapon.
Okay. The question was, what is the question? How did you translate the question? Kumanta ba kami? Kami.
Oh,
Us. Did we, us without you, sing yesterday? So what would be the pronoun that you're going to use when you answer it?
kayo.
Yes, yes. So how would you respond now? Kumanta ba kami kahapon, Sophie?
If I'm answering for you, would it make sense if I said yes, you did?
Yes. Oo.
Okay.
And then
Oo.
o. And then the action.
Are we doing with the format 2 or format 1?
Yes, format 2. Oh, I see. Yes, format 2. So you start with the pronoun. Oo.
Oo, kayo ay kumanta kahapon.
Excellent. Yes, that's it. Oo, kayo ay kumanta. And how do you say it in the negative, Mary Jane?
Kayo ay hindi kumanta kahapon.
Excellent. All right. See that? It's the same format. The I is always going to be there, but for the negative, all you have to do is add the hindi. But in the positive, oo, kayo ay kumanta kahapon. Hindi, kayo ay hindi kumanta kahapon. Okay. All right. And here we go. Try to see if you can respond with format 2 response. Magtatrabaho ba ako bukas? And so because I'm asking, magtatrabaho, will I work tomorrow? How would you respond? It's format 2, so my
Oo,
question.
ikaw ay magtatrabaho bukas.
Yes. And the negative?
Ikaw ay hindi magtatrabaho bukas.
Yes. Okay. So Ron, you can now jump in now too.
I think this is too advanced for me, Kuya Roger.
It is. Oh, yeah. I think it's only because Mary Jane and Sophie already has a sense of the pronouns. Really, the key here is the pronouns, right? You're beginning to get a handle of the shift in the pronoun, like magtatrabaho ako, and then you shift to yes, you are going to work tomorrow. Yeah. But you're listening really well. you're picking up, Ron. Okay. All right. So let's go to the next one. Okay. Here is the respect for elders. The word po is always used to address the elders and always used with a plural you. Okay. And actually, note that po precedes ba. So look at the formatting first. Magtatrabaho po ba kayo bukas? All right. And you always use the po when you actually are referring to an elderly. Otherwise, if you use po, and then the person that you're talking to is either your age or younger, it can be perceived as very, what is sarcastic, right? You're like, Hey, yeah. No, you know what I'm saying? It's like being used in a very sarcastic way. Like, why are you referring to me as someone who's not supposed to be addressed as such? So the po, all right? And again, this is just to add to the whole notion that you are addressing somebody that is older. Okay, so let's go forward. Okay. If you are asked by someone younger, magtatrabaho po ba kayo bukas? You respond not with a plural of you don't say magtatrabaho kami, no, because the kayo, as you know, is referring to you. That young kid is referring to you, even if you're alone, in the plural form. Okay, so you respond correctly to that person that's younger in the proper way. Now you say magtatrabaho ako. You don't say magtatrabaho kami, right? He's only addressing you in the plural form because that in the Tagalog language, if you are as a form of respect, you're all addressed as a plural. Why? That is the point. Why are you addressing me as a plural form? Why is that in the language that the elders are addressed in plural form? Kayo. I can only speculate why. I think the elders are considered a group of people to be respected. So like there's an assumption that you are among those we respect. So I don't single you out as one person. I single you out as one among those we respect. So that's as best as I can surmise it. But all this time, it's always been addressing the elders in the plural form. All right. Did we get that? Is that? Yes. Okay, good.
I have a
All right.
question.
Yes.
You can, like, your next example on the worksheet is like siya. So I can still say like kumain na po ba siya or sila or tayo
Oh,
or
yes.
kami.
Good. Yes.
Just replacing
Yes.
kayo for the
Yeah.
one single.
Yes, and that's good that you pointed out. You could say kumain na po ba siya if you're referring to the third person, right? And you don't refer to that if that third person, that's a good question. If the third person is a young person as young as you refer to him as siya. But if the third person is an elder, how would you answer it? Because siya is singular, right? Kumain na po ba sila? Yes, because sila is still the elder. And remember, the elder is always addressed in the pronoun in plural form. All right? Again, the nuances of the language, right? You're beginning to, because sometimes, if folks don't know this, and don't know the nuances of respect, and I hear this a lot, kumain na ba siya? And that's correct, but it misses the proper addressing of the elder. So when you say kumain na ba, and you're referring to an elder, who is that? Did the elder eat already? How would you say it again? Kumain na po ba sila? Right? Sila. Okay, good. That's a good question. Actually, that was something that I actually missed. But when you're talking to in the you, it's always the plural. Very good, very good. Okay. Notes on po. The po sequence with the na and ba is na po ba. Okay. It doesn't change. That is the sequence if you add the na and the ba. So, ma'am, sir, did he, she eat already? Oh, by the way, po, po is literally translated as ma'am, sir. So if you actually, lately I noticed in Manila, in all these malls, right? They've actually changed the whole thing and never say po anymore. They go, hi, gabi, ma'am, sir, ma'am, sir. Ma'am, come on, ma'am, sir. And it's literally the translation of po. And you hear that more often now, ma'am, sir. But, so, kumain na po ba sila? Or kumain na po ba siya? If you're referring to a young person, right? Na po ba, okay? And it doesn't change. It's always na po ba. If you don't have the na, it's po ba, all right? Kumain po ba? And kumain na po ba? So the na, as we already said, it means already. The second note here is what we already referred to, is you always use the plural you pronoun when using po and when addressing an elderly person, right? Kumain na po ba kayo? Right? Ma'am, sir, did you eat already? Okay. Yeah. Back home, you don't refer to someone elderly as ikaw or you. Okay. Kumain ka na ba? No, you don't say that to someone who's older. Kumain ka na ba? No, kumain na po ba kayo? So, na po ba? Okay? Okay. Now we go to the word maybe. Look at the word maybe. There's 3 words that are equivalent to maybe. One of them is actually derived from the Spanish word seguro. Seguro. But there's all these 3 words are all the same. They all mean maybe. Baka, siguro, marahil. Be careful with the word baka. The accent is in the 2nd syllable. Because why? If you have the accent in the 1st syllable, what is it? Baka. Baka is, I think Ron knows it. Baka is what, Ron?
As in like beef or a cow?
Yeah, it's a cow. It's a cow. It's a beef. If you say baka, right? Baka. All right. That's when you say maybe baka. Like, are you going out? Baka. No. Are you going out? Baka. No, there's no cow. All right. You're going to go into that kind of conversation or either get the raised eyebrow, right? Okay. So maybe is placed before the hindi response. All right. No need to say oo. Okay. So maybe not. And then the negative, right? Maybe, or the positive. Maybe not, right? Maybe I will leave already tomorrow at noon. So baka, and then I will leave tomorrow at noon, right? Maybe I will leave tomorrow at noon. So you can see there it's in format 1, right? Baka aalis na ako bukas ng hapon, right? But in the negative one, maybe I will not leave tomorrow afternoon. So, baka hindi na ako aalis bukas. So, you can now again see here the exchange, right? Again, the exchange. Remember when you say hindi na ako in the format 1, right? Hindi na ako alis, I will not leave tomorrow, right? So the baka will always be in front of the hindi. Okay.
I have a question.
Yes.
I've seen some people, at least when they're typing out, and they drop the A on ako when there's an A on
Oh,
the word
yeah.
preceding it.
Yes. And
Um,
for example, punta, pupunta ko, right? Punta. Yes. And pupunta ko. Actually, ko and ako have very distinct roles. So just make sure that when you say the ko, you have it in the right context. Because ko, tatawagin ko, I will call. And those pronouns come in when we go into the inverbs, right? The ko is a specific. Ako is a pronoun one. And that means I. Ako ay pupunta. Kakain na ako. But I see what you're saying. Kakain na ako. Right? When you use the na, sometimes people say kakain na ako. Right? But really that ko is ako. Yes. Yes. But again, that is, out of just making it easy. But the right one is na ako. I will eat now. Okay. And later on, you will get acquainted with the ko, which is very specific. Kaibigan ko, right? My friend. And that is the ko, it becomes a possessive pronoun. And we have all the I, you, him, he, those are called possessive pronouns, and those are pronoun 3. And ko is that. Very good. Yes. Did that answer the question, Sophie?
mhm.
Yeah, okay. All right. Very good, very good. So, okay, so take note of this. Maybe I will leave, and then maybe I will not leave. So, baka hindi na ako alis, baka aalis na ako. Right? Okay. Practice na. Okay. Answer however you want in hindi o baka, siguro, marahil, or oo. Okay. Let's see. Okay, so in your lesson guide sheet, you could write it down, or you could write it on a sheet of paper, which really actually helps. So, pupunta na ba sila bukas ng hapon? Pupunta is, what does that mean? Does anybody remember the word pupunta? Punta?
Like to go somewhere?
Yes, yes, to go, yes. So this is in the future, right? Because it's an verb. You can see because it is pupunta, right? Pupunta na ba sila bukas ng hapon? What is it trying to say? What do you think it's trying to say? Pupunta na ba sila bukas ng hapon?
Are they going? I don't think it specifies where, but are they going tomorrow afternoon?
Okay, so how do you answer that? Pupunta na ba sila bukas ng hapon?
Oo, pupunta na sila bukas ng hapon.
Yes! And how do you say it in the negative? Pupunta na ba sila bukas ng hapon?
Hindi na pupunta. No, is it hindi na sila pupunta bukas ng hapon?
Yes. Yes, even my granddaughter is saying yes. Hindi na sila pupunta bukas ng hapon. All right, very good. Can you try the maybe? They will leave tomorrow afternoon. Maybe they will leave tomorrow afternoon. So it's the same as the oo, except that you take out the oo and just put the maybe.
Baka pupunta na sila bukas ng hapon.
Baka pupunta na sila bukas ng hapon. Yes. Yes, you got it. All right. And then of course, if it's a negative, baka hindi na sila pupunta bukas ng hapon. Okay? O siguro or marahil. Okay? They're the same. All right. Okay, let's do one more. Let's do one more. Yes. She wants to show her art. There's her art. Very good, Philly. Ganda, maganda. Okay. So let's see. Nagalit ka ba kanina? Right now, take note of the pronoun. Nagalit ka ba kanina? Sophie, nagalit ka ba kanina? Nagalit, what is nagalit? What is
Mad.
nagalit? Oh, yes. Did you get mad?
Are you mad? Are you mad over there?
Did you get angry? Did you get angry earlier, Mary Jane? Nagalit ka ba kanina?
Nagalit ako kanina.
Yes. Oo, nagalit ako kanina. Yes. And how about Sophie, ikaw? Nagalit ka ba kanina?
Hindi. Ako nagalit kanina.
Yes, good. Hindi ako nagalit. And of course, maybe, nagalit ka ba kanina? How do you say? Maybe I got angry earlier.
Baka nagalit ako kanina.
Yes, yes. baka nagalit ako kanina. Maybe I got angry earlier. All right. So you see there, okay? You see the shift. Do you see the shift from okay, and from ka, right? Okay. One last. We're doing good. And here we go. We also do the time of day. Yes. Mag-grocery shopping na ba kayo sa Sabado? What am I asking here? Can you translate? Mag-grocery shopping na ba kayo sa Sabado?
Did you go grocery shopping on Saturday? But you're asking an elder.
Is it did you go or
They're going.
are you going?
Are you going?
Yes. Are you
That's
going grocery shopping this Saturday? This Saturday. Okay. So how do you answer that? Maggo grocery, and I'm asking you, right? Kayo. Either I'm asking you as a group, or I'm asking what? What would be the scenario here? There are two different scenarios here of who I'm talking to, because I'm using the word kayo. Either I'm talking to a group, right? Or I'm talking to a one person, but what is that one person?
An elder.
An elder, okay. Right. Maggo grocery shopping na ba kayo sa Sabado? How do you answer?
Oo, mag-grocery shopping na ako sa Sabado.
Yes, that's the situation where a young kid is asking you, right? How about when somebody, an elderly, is asking you this? That means there's a group of you, so how do you answer it? Oh. Us without. Go ahead.
Mag-grocery shopping na kami sa Sabado.
Yes, mag-grocery shopping na kami. Okay? And when it is negative, plural,
Hindi na kami mag-grocery shopping sa Sabado.
Yes, hindi na kami mag-grocery shopping sa Sabado. Okay? You guys are getting this well on track. Okay. So, we just had good timing here. Draw up your own 5 questions in either formats and answer in both or hindi or maybe. And let me just shift here to show you the homework that I will be having you do. In the homework sheet that you will be getting, that I will be handing out, I will ask you in the direction. For example, respond to an elderly in the affirmative. Okay. Maglilinis ka na ba? So you will imagine that an elderly is asking you this question. And so linis, and I put there linis to describe the action, is to clean, and I also put there the kind of verb it is, so that you can conjugate it, right? So if it's a nag verb, it's going to be mag, right? And you will notice that this is going to be whether it's past, present, or future, right? So maglilinis ka ba mamaya, right? Responding, oo. Okay? Or simply hindi po. So that's responding no to an elderly. So this is going to be the format of the homework that you will get. So aside from, practicing coming up with your own, question and answer, but this is also going to be your exercise, okay? Respond in the negative, answer a younger person with a yes, okay? Answer in format 1 in the negative, all that, so that you could shift gears and be able to see if you can actually practice on that, okay? So are we good?